when I feel like nothing, always feel like I'm running. Both feel we're living worlds apart. It's fucked now, we lost in limbo. Remembering what you said though, and I asked you if we'd make it far. That one last kiss that they write about, my one last wish you could never doubt. I trust angels who fly away from you, and you told me that we'd never die. Gave me so many reasons why we were meant to be. Then she said no, 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 no. No, 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 you should. I've earned the cost and now I've paid it. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, please don't go. I know my face a memory erasing. Been a few years since I heard your voice, yeah. Lost a few here, but it's not by choice, no. Girl, I see your face every day when I look through my phone. Can't delete all these memories, won't leave me alone. Hit my blind side, never saw you coming. You were so wild, both know I was nothing. And I'm nothing now, nothing's changed. You know I'm just the same. Miss you now, but I hope that someday you explain. That one last kiss that they write about, my one last wish you could never doubt. I trust angels who fly away from you, and you told me that we'd never die. Gave me so many reasons why we were meant to be.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. I'm shaking right now. I'm literally shaking. 15 minutes ago, news came out that Suzanne Morphew has been found. Finally, Barry, your day is coming. That is the best thing, in my opinion. They dropped those charges. They found her. I don't know where they found her. We are learning this together. I was getting ready for my live here in a little bit. I plan on going live to talk about Bardstown. There was arrest in Bardstown today, and this is just a great day in the true crime community. Something both have waited years and years on, in the Crystal Rogers and Suzanne Morphew. What a great day. We are going to learn this together, you and I cannot turn my camera on because I am busted 7 ways right now, because I literally was in the shower and yeah. So here we go. We're going to learn this together. Finally, guys, I am shaking literally. Let's do this. Remains belonging to missing Colorado mom Suzanne Morphew found in Colorado. Lakewood, Colorado, KKTV. The search for missing Colorado mother has come to a tragic end. The CBI, Colorado Bureau of Investigation, today remains that were found during a search on September 22nd were positively identified as Suzanne Morphew. The identification was done by the El Paso County coroner on Thursday. Morphew was reported missing on May 10th, 2020. The news release from the CBI adds investigators were searching in the area of Moffett in how do you pronounce that? Surga County? Surja? Saginaw County for an investigation that wasn't related to the Morphew case. And guys, this is what I have said 1,000 times related to Summer. Yeah, I know I'm talking about Summer, but certainly someone, they can be searching for one thing and then someone else be found. It happens, deer hunters or anything. So, um, specific information about the location and the state of the remains are being withheld at this time. Part of the CBI news release reads, no arrests have been made since the remains were located. Updates will be provided as information becomes available during this ongoing investigation. Family notifications have been made following the formal identification of Suzanne Morphew. I'm really praying for Suzanne's family this evening, specifically her daughters and her parents, Suzanne's parents and her daughters, of course, her and Barry's. That's got to be, they have long supported their dad. Yeah, I can't imagine being in their situation, right? The public is asked to report any information that may have tied to Suzanne Morphew by calling area code 719-312-7530. Quote, while this case has garnered attention from around the world, it has touched our community and sheriff's office deeply, end quote, said Chaffee County Sheriff John Speasy. I think it's pronounced. We have never stopped our investigation and will continue to follow all leads in pursuit of justice for Suzanne. The remains were located in the 12th District Judicial District, and District Attorney Ann Kelly has been notified by the CBI. Although locating Suzanne's remains is a critical component of the investigation, and for her family, we are left with more questions than answers, and it would be a disservice to conduct a news conference at this time, says the sheriff. Now, I want to go to Twitter. Now it's known as X. It's so weird, but I want to see if we can find uh, where they or around abouts where they found Suzanne. We are learning literally this together. I'm having to sign in with all of this stuff. Okay. Look here. There we go. Yeah, this is going to be this. Let's learn it all together. All right. Investigators were searching in the Moffat in county, and investigators non-related to the. Okay, here we go. This is what I wanted to know. All right, so excuse me, guys. I wonder if I can zoom in. Okay, I'm gonna save this, and then that way I can hopefully. Can y'all see that? Okay, now let me pop this open here so you can where did that go? Okay, here we go. All right. Okay, give me 2 seconds, y'all. Okay, I apologize. All right, so this is where Suzanne, 52 minutes away. 52 minutes away. Moffat. Moffat. That's interesting. Remember, Barry Morphew, he had uh, thrown trash away, and he had went to that hotel that day where he was staying. Let's see if we can find some more stuff here. Okay, no arrest. I'll go to Google Earth. Look how beautiful Suzanne was. She was like a two-time breast cancer survivor. Two-time breast cancer survivor. How sad you logically know. Yes, that is so true, Rach. Um, you know what I was thinking? I was thinking now we've got to find Maya Miliete. We've really got to find Maya Miliete now. Uh, they have been, both have been missing, for just way too long. What does this say?
You reached.
The family of the alumni in our high school, these two friends traveled. Okay. We'll go to some more articles. I just wanted to. Was there the whole time or was she moved? That's a very good question. Was she, you guys think she had been moved? Or do you think she had always been there? Who found Suzanne? Actually, a search team found Suzanne who um, wasn't actually looking for her. We're looking forward to putting our sister and bringing her home for a proper burial. This is Suzanne's brother. Aw. I'm literally shaking, y'all. Let's see here. Make sure there's nothing else. Okay, I read the whole thing to you. Let's see the latest. 2 seconds here. Oh my God, finally. All right, I'm going to go to Google Earth, and I see you. If you find anything, if you put it in my email, if you find anything that's interesting, or if anybody finds anything interesting, you can send it to my email. Moffat. Okay, I don't want to explore anything. How do we spell? Is it Moffat? M-O. Where was it at? Chaffee County. Moffat. Okay, Moffat. Colorado. All right, here we go. We're going to learn about Moffat, Colorado here. Google Earth. Let's do it. Oh, wow. Look at this. Like, this is in literally the middle of nowhere. Look at the time for justice. Yes. I'm so glad this sweet lady, her family can really start to heal from this now. I know, I like I said, I feel horrible for Suzanne's parents. I feel really bad for Suzanne's and Barry's daughters because they have long supported their dad. And you see that a lot of times when, you know, a parent is thought to have unalived, you know, a parent, their other parent, they will certainly many times support the parent that might be guilty, because I think they've lost one parent. They just can't, and they can't bear to think of that their dad or mom could have unalived, you know. So it's amazing. Um but Moffat, okay. The town of is it how you am I pronouncing it right? Let me see if I'm pronouncing it right. I hate mispronouncing words, but I do it all the time. Um, trying to see here if I'm M-A-T Colorado. 2 seconds, y'all. I want to make sure I'm pronouncing it right. Okay, I'm pronouncing it right. Okay. All right. It's in the middle of, literally, I mean, it looks like a one horse town, right? Um, it has a high school. Oh my God. So I wonder if, I mean, I'll be honest with you, the person that I still suspect is her husband involved. He is believed to have been involved. However, they did drop the charges. He is out right now. And will there be another arrest soon? I absolutely think that there will be. I absolutely think that there will be. Um, let's go down to the 1 second. Let's see what Moffat is like. So this is it. This is the town of Moffat. Um, I don't know exactly where she has been. We just know they haven't given us a actual location yet that I am aware of. However, I'm looking right now. What is this building? It I don't know. It's a little depressing if you ask me. I'm sorry, but it's a little depressing out here. Population 6,000 for the whole county, ICU. The whole county is 6,000. That is insane. Justice Jane, as of now, they said that there will not be a press conference. Barry thought he was on Easy Street living his best life forever. Yeah, in my opinion, I agree with that statement, or that opinion, rather. If his car, GPS, or cams put him in that area, they will probably rearrest rather quickly after checking cams and data. Well, the thing is I don't think that I don't know if they ever searched this area. This literally, she was found by nothing more than chance. To be honest with you, like, I wonder if Barry ever worked out here. Was he doing some type of landscaping, heavy machinery? Because we know that he has a lot of heavy machinery, right? And I always thought, like, where was his tree farm? I don't know. Don't remember. His tree farm was where they used to live before they moved, wasn't it? So, I kind of figured my always thoughts was like they may find her like under a tree or something, like where he planted. He would grow trees and use them for landscaping. Barry's going to start flipping out. Watch. Well, um, I bet you his knees are buckling right now, as they should, in my opinion. Barry Morphew without prejudice, just 9 days before he was to stand trial for first-degree murder of his wife. Holy moly. Holy moly. So for those of y'all just coming in, Suzanne Morphew's remains have been found. They were found on September 22nd, but it has just been released to the media as of approximately 30 minutes ago. She was found about 50 minutes away from her home in a very rural area in Moffett, Colorado. What you see on the screen right now is Moffett, Colorado. We don't know the exact area at the moment where she was found. She was found by, there was a group that was searching for someone else, and they found her September 22nd. And I guess they finally um, positively identified her. They are not telling us like the how her remains were found, the state of her remains. They're not giving any of that at the moment. They're keeping this very tight to the vest. And that's that. It's so weird. It's not weird, it's great that today we know about Suzanne Morphew. We know about Crystal Rogers Brooks. He was arrested today after how long now? After how long? I mean, it's been forever. He is suspected in the unalivings of his wife, Crystal Rogers, Crystal Rogers' father, and even police officers. And yes, uh, and there are other murders that is potentially, yes, 2016. Yes. 8 years. Yes. Wow. Moffat was mentioned in this case. Were the girls living there? Um, God, wouldn't that be great? Oh my God, Susie. I tell you what, I would literally fly to the moon right now if we got some. I mean, I feel like flying to the moon right now already. I mean, it's not every day, you get to hear of, you know, two long, long overdue cases, you know, Chaffee County. I've, uh, I had the computer uh, say it for me a minute ago. Colorado is approximately 100 miles. It says it's about 50 minutes away, according to Google, from their home. Okay, 1 second. I see you just sent something. Oh, hold on 1 second. Uh, I need to read a note here. 1 second. 5723. Okay. So I'm going to give credit to the interview room for Chris McDonough, our buddy Chris from the interview room. Mods, please drop his link. I want to show y'all this. How it kind of looks up there. 5723. Give me 2 seconds. All right.
Yeah, so now what this is showing us going up. So this is the first river, the Arkansas River, or piece of it. And then so we're headed up towards their house. Drive.
Can y'all hear that? Make sure y'all can hear that. That's right, Jody. Now, Chris has this case is how I actually first was introduced to Chris. This was one of the first cases he ever worked on YouTube. I wasn't a creator then. He had just he didn't have a lot of subscribers at the time. He was just literally starting YouTube, and now he's just done so great and such a great human. Chris is. Okay, loud and clear. So and I remember him actually calling Barry.
Driving up the 225. For those of you who are not familiar, well, I wasn't familiar with it. And so we're headed up towards the top of the hill, where that first bridge that we just crossed over is just about 5 to 7/10 of a mile from their driveway up at the top of the hill. And by the way, this is a public road. It is not private property. So I'm, making sure we're within the rules. This is the second bridge that you go over, and then you go right up the hill here, and this is the guest house that Andy and everybody stayed at the first 4 days during all of the searching.
So this is where, like, the area of where Suzanne and Barry and the girls lived, right? She was found approximately 52 minutes. What does that note say? Okay. Very good. All right. I'm going to thank you, Daily. We do have the best mods here. Let me see if there's anything else. I'll show you guys just coming in. This is Moffett, where Suzanne was found. And this is where Suzanne and Barry's home is. 52 minutes to Moffett. Now, again, yes, within an hour, Kelly. Exactly. Within an hour. He is a low-life coward. He knows yeah, I agree. I agree. Beverly, it is such fantastic news. I know so many of you guys that have prayed for Suzanne, their family, for justice, us in the true crime community. I know definitely Chris is jumping up and down because he has been out there. He has done a lot for this case. Where is the hotel or motel that he stayed at? That's a good question. Let me find it. I'll get to that in 1 second, I promise you. This is literally breaking, and here we go. I'm going to show some video here. Is that it? I'm trying to find some video here for y'all. Bear with me. Can exit out of that. Media. Yeah, this is literally breaking. We don't know a lot other than she was found September 22nd. She was found in Moffett, Colorado. They have no what is it, press release that they are planning at the moment. Bear with me. Moffett, Colorado, the entire county has only 6,000 something in population, the entire county. So let's see here. Video. Okay, 18. Okay, here we go. I want to play this interview with Barry Morphew. I would love to play that. Let me see. It might shut me down if I do it, but we'll give it a whirl in a minute. I want you guys to see this. This is what is breaking right now. Let's see.
Now we're going to check back into the story of Suzanne
hold on.
Morphew.
Wrong one. Okay, here we go. Suzanne Morphew. This is the breaking one. I have no bar to post anything at all. I don't know what do you mean no bar? I don't know what you mean by no bar. I'm sorry. Damn it. Come on, man. Here we go. Remains of Suzanne Morphew found 3 years after her disappearance. Here we go.
Colorado mother vanished on Mother's Day 3 years ago. Her husband Barry had been charged with murder, but he's now suing prosecutors after they dropped all charges last year.
He is suing prosecutors. I wonder if that is still going to stick. What do y'all think? You think it's still going to stick? Mr.
Reshef has an exclusive interview with Morphew and his daughters. Good morning, Ariel.
Good morning to you guys. Barry Morphew says his life is ruined. That $15 million civil suit accuses prosecutors and law enforcement of lying and withholding evidence, focusing only on Barry Morphew and humiliating him. But authorities tell us they didn't drop the charges because they thought Barry was innocent. They felt they didn't have enough evidence to convict without Suzanne's body.
Well, guess what, guys? As of today, guess what, Barry? Is your knees knocking? Is your knees knocking?
This morning, demands for justice for Suzanne Morphew, 3 years after the Colorado mom mysteriously vanished on Mother's Day in 2020. Authorities believe she is dead, her body never found, now officially classified a cold case.
Somebody.
And I believe the Cold Case Foundation was on it, but now we have found her. We have found her.
This community needs to keep her name out there.
Suzanne's husband Barry initially charged with first-degree murder and tampering with evidence, but those charges dropped just before his trial. Now Barry and
Look at that. I mean, I feel so sorry for his girls, y'all.
his daughters Macy and Mallory are speaking exclusively to ABC News, claiming his life has been ruined by false accusations.
What have these last 3 years been like for you?
Very, very sad. Very confusing. Just so traumatic. Like literally our worst nightmare.
Did you have anything to do with the disappearance of your wife?
Absolutely not. It's very hurtful.
Put a 1 in the chat if you actually believe Barry. You have every right to believe the way you want to believe and think the way you want to think. Does anybody in chat, and you won't be ashamed for it, I promise you, does anybody actually believe Barry? You remember his first video? Anybody remember that? I don't.
To lose your reputation and your integrity.
Barry filing a $15 million civil suit against prosecutors, the sheriff, and several investigators.
Well, Barry, remember you were chasing around something that night over 3 years ago. And in my opinion, it was with a dart gun, in my opinion, after your beautiful 2-time surviving breast cancer mother, wife, daughter, Suzanne Morphew.
So I know that 15 million is a huge number, but I don't think that, in my mind, that covers any of the damage that's happened to Barry and the girls.
I know he's innocent. And if they would just look for Suzanne outside of where they hypothesize Barry could have possibly buried her remains.
You know what, honey? This didn't age well, in my opinion. No, Sherry, you're not blocked, Mama. You're here. You're here, honey. You're not blocked.
They could find her.
His daughter
they did.
standing by him.
You never had a shred of doubt once you heard the evidence from law enforcement against your dad.
I've never had a shred of doubt.
Not one.
Prosecutors say at the time they believed that they were close to finding Suzanne's body and dropped those charges against Barry, hoping for additional evidence. Authorities tell ABC News they still believe Barry Morphew could be involved in his wife's disappearance.
I mean, I certainly believe it. I certainly believe it. And this has got to be, the girls probably felt like, okay, we can start living our life again, finding a new sense of normal. And now they found their mother. God, this is sad, y'all.
And aren't ruling out future charges.
Law enforcement, the DAs, believed that they had their guy. And they believe that there's a mountain of evidence against you. There's just not Suzanne's body.
They're wrong. They've got tunnel vision. And they looked at one person and they've got too much pride to say they're wrong and look somewhere else.
I think it's all you, Barry. It's all
These charges
you.
were dropped without prejudice, which means if authorities feel like there's more evidence, they could charge you again. Do you live with fear of that?
Well, I was innocent the first time they arrested me, so I'm sure it's possible. But I don't have anything to worry about. I've done nothing wrong.
Was there any indication before she disappeared that something was amiss?
No.
Did you observe any fights, arguments, disagreements between your mom and your dad that concerned you before?
No.
I believe they just want to make their dad happy there because that's all they have. It must be a really hard, very difficult situation because they were fighting and they were, talking about separating, and, we know that, there was some extramarital affairs.
Prosecutors offering texts which appear to show a strained marriage. Suzanne referring to Barry as Jekyll and Hyde. And just before she disappeared, telling Barry, "I'm done." Suzanne confiding in a friend, "Macy and I had a very tough talk yesterday. She's weary of the tension here. She knows how he is toward me and almost begged me to divorce him. He's still pulling Mal in." But Barry and his daughters deny the marriage was in trouble.
We had a wonderful life, wonderful marriage. She was just so loving and giving and such a good mother.
I will tell you guys, if you have not seen how Barry and Suzanne grew up. Chris McDonough from the interview room did a wonderful, wonderful documentary style of where they went to high school, stories, the town that they grew, and you really get a feel of who they are. You know, they were high school sweethearts, you know, both very attractive, uh hardworking.
Before her disappearance,
see that.
Suzanne fighting cancer.
And I know that she was going through chemotherapy for the last couple of years before her disappearance. And I know she was going through some hard things and made some bad decisions.
What kind of bad decisions?
She was really having trouble with the chemotherapy and the drugs.
Investigators also say she was involved with someone else.
When you found out that Suzanne was having an affair, what was your first thought?
My heart was broke. My heart was broken.
It might have been broken, but in my opinion, it enraged Barry because Barry is a alpha male, to say the very, very least, right? An alpha male. He is a man's man. And he just couldn't take it, in my opinion. He could not take it. He couldn't take it. And he snapped. He was he was raging mad. Guys, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. I would really appreciate it. Thank you all for your support.
I didn't believe it.
What's been the hardest part?
Just not having mom.
Not knowing.
It's really difficult, especially because of the lack of closure we have.
And Barry Morphew has moved out of Colorado because he says the public and media scrutiny has been too much on him and his daughters. The Chaffee County Sheriff's Office and DA Linda Stanley both saying they cannot comment on pending litigation or on ongoing investigations. Bottom line here, guys, Suzanne is still missing. And
she is no longer missing. Thank the Lord. No longer missing. Got a news update here. Let's look at this.
Judge Judy in just a moment. Wanted to bring you this commercial break to give you some breaking developments in a 3.5-year-old Colorado mystery that appears to have some heartbreaking answers this afternoon. The remains of a missing Chaffee County mother of two, Suzanne Morphew, have been discovered and positively identified by the Colorado Bureau of Investigation. Reading now directly from the CBI, they tell us that agents were conducting a search near the town of Moffett last Friday when they discovered human remains, and early.
All right, so Moffett is where she was found. Literally, there's not an interstate, a highway, nothing near it. It's about 52 minutes away from where Barry and Suzanne and the girls lived.
Earlier today, the El Paso County coroner positively identified those remains as those of Suzanne Morphew, the missing 49-year-old mother of two, last seen going on a bike ride on Mother's Day 2020. Again, investigators searching in that area near Moffett when they discovered this, and they say the search was unrelated to the Suzanne Morphew investigation. They also tell us no arrests have been made since those remains were located. The sheriff down in Chaffee County telling us that this case has garnered national attention all around the world, really, and it's touched the community and the sheriff's office deeply. We've never stopped the pursuit of justice. They also say that there will be no news conference or media interviews related to the new developments in this case. This is just part of their investigation. They are searching for more answers. So are we, of course. We have crews en route right now to the area of Salida and Moffett, and we'll have the latest for you coming up on Fox 31 News at 4, just about 40 minutes from now. And
Fox 31. Let me see if they got anything up. Fox 31 Denver. see if they got anything up on that. Yep, still 54 minutes ago. I'm wondering if Barry. See, Suzanne was actually found September 22nd. So what? 5 days ago, right? 5 days ago, she was found. And that makes me wonder, I wonder if Barry is just knowing the news now, or did he get word that they found remains in Moffat? That would be very interesting to know. Has his knees been buckling for the last 5 days, or is it, is he just now getting this? That's an interesting thing I would like to know there. Still, this literally just came out just moments ago, less than 30 minutes ago. Okay, I see you. Thank you so much. 10, what was that? 104. Bear with me. I'm getting information in here, y'all. Trying to find it. They come from a small town anyways. And they wanted to move. They sold their house and everything. Barry was, if I'm correct, he was a baseball player. He was a baseball player, if I'm correct. Let me just looking at some stuff here. Yeah. All right. We're gonna go back to X, also known as Twitter, and let's see if there's anything happening. Like, I want to see the locate. Like, we know it's Moffat, right? But we don't know exactly where in Moffat, which is interesting. Let's see. Praise the Lord, Susan. At least the girls and Suzanne's mom, dad, family members can have somewhere where they know where she is. They've laid her to rest and can, visit her, which is really nice. You talk to some families, of their loved ones missing, and they just say the not knowing is sometimes, just the hardest part. Bear with me, y'all. Still not a lot out. This was the news release that, for those that's just coming in, agents in the Colorado Bureau of Investigation located human remains during the course of a search on September 22nd, 2023. Those remains were positively identified as Suzanne Morphew, 49, of Chaffee County, by the El Paso County coroner on September 27th. That is today, 2023, positively She was positively identified as Suzanne Morphew today. Morphew was reported missing from her home in Chaffee County on May 10th, 2020. Remember, they found the bike that was very odd, right? And then Barry comes in and he's like, "Oh, that's her bike," and all that is weird. Investigators were searching in the area of Moffett. Uh, investigators not related to the Morphew disappearance when the remains were discovered. Specific information about the location and the state of the remains are being withheld at this time. I'm sure that the news will find it. They're on their way out there right now with crews, and guarantee you neighbors are going to talk. No arrests have been made since the remains were located. Updates will be provided as information becomes available during this ongoing investigation. Family notifications have been made following the formal identification of Suzanne Morphew. So it sounds to me, I don't know this. You're right, Sherry. You're right. Suzanne's father has passed. Just her mother is now. But it sounds to me like today the family just found out, which aka kind of sounds like maybe just Barry just found out as well. Now our daughters can mourn for real and have a place to celebrate their mom and memorial her. Yes. Sherry says, I'm sure they wouldn't tell Barry until they had a positive ID of remains. Yeah, but I was just curious if there's only 6,000 people in the entire county where Suzanne was found. So, was there news crews out there that said, oh, there's been remains found, or the neighbors was talking, and could have Barry have known prior in this last 5 days? Rhonda, it is going to get real very soon. So he's trembling. I hope. Probably. He's probably already there, Snow. The daughters could be afraid of their dad. I wondered that myself. I wondered if they was kind of afraid. They may, it could be, I don't know if it's physical, but they could be just afraid of losing their dad overall, disappointing their dad, right? Jasmine, it is the best news. It really is. I bet he's being trailed. Oh, I bet you he has. But remember, something? He actually moved out of Colorado. So he probably would not know. He probably did not know 5 days ago. Come to think of it. I bet you, because he wasn't in Colorado anymore, they did notify the family earlier. No, Beverly. No, 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 no. We were talking about crews going out to Moffett, Colorado, which is where the remains of Suzanne Morphew was found, and someone said, I bet you JLR is on his way out there right now. No, JLR didn't break it. No. He should be in jail. Well, they dropped charges without prejudice. Barry Morphew is suing prosecutors for $15 million. Happy birthday, Sal. Happy birthday. Yeah, so glad she was found. And Pulley, that's my best friend. So I'm just going to look. I'll show you guys one more thing here. When I go live again later tonight, hopefully we will know. Hopefully we'll know more. Colorado CBI happened to stumble upon a body during a separate investigation. That's poor body hiding. Or did he have an accomplice? Or did they figure out cell tower information? They didn't. It was just complete accident. Barry Morphew got the first news about Suzanne Morphew being found. I'm eager to see the body cam. Oh, I need to FOIA that. Hello. I see you. We got to figure out where Barry is. I'm going to FOIA that. I'm going to send a request in like now. I need to find out what state he's in. Yeah, I'm going to FOIA that video. I want to see his face. All right, Melinda Blazer, Morphew's older sister, was told the news by Chaffee County Sheriff John Spazey earlier today. First to get the news is next of kin, though, was Barry Morphew, Suzanne's husband, who was suspected and charged in Suzanne's death. So he's one of the first to get the information. Hashtag Barry Morphew, justice is on the way, sucker. Suzanne Morphew, hashtag Suzanne Morphew, you can now rest in peace. Absolutely. Let's see here. Yeah, that'll be a very interesting body cam footage. All right, let me see if... Oh. Hold on. Hold on. Wait till this commercial's over. Come on, commercial. Come on. I think we might have... What did I say? Did I say something other than Colorado? Or did someone in chat say that? Okay, hold on. Here we go. Hold on.
Breaking news at this hour, where the Colorado
Watch
Bureau
this.
of Investigation says human remains found in Saguache County are confirmed to be of Suzanne Morphew. She was reported missing from her home in Chaffee County on May 10th, 2020. Now, the remains were found during a search last Friday in the area of...
Here we go. We're just... This appears to be the location where she was found. Look at this. FBI response team. There's a... Oh my God. Look at this. There's a house right here.
Moffett. They were positively identified as hers. No arrests have been made since those remains were located. We'll have more details on this story.
Look at this. So this looks like a residential area, doesn't it? This looks like a residentially area. Who lives there? Don't know. But I'm wondering, did Barry, was he doing some work there? Is it a construction site? I don't know. It's not double jeopardy, and because they dismissed it without prejudice, which means he can be charged again. They call it the Valley. It's... Wow.
story as it develops. Again, the Colorado Bureau of Investigation says human remains found in Saguache County
We'll go back to
are
that.
confirmed to be
but I
of
wanna
Suzanne Morphew. The remains were found during a search last Friday in the area of Moffett, and they were positively identified as hers. Now, no arrests have been made since those remains were located. We'll have more details on this. The Colorado Bureau of Investigation says human remains found in since those remains were located.
See, look around it, okay? Let's look around this, right? Let's look around this. So this looks to be like a garage, right? A garage. Fence. And this is an FBI truck. He had to be working here, in my opinion, or he had to know someone here. Is that a garage or a house? Well, this right here is a garage. It's like you can tell it's like a garage, like a tractor, like where tractors or heavy machinery would go in. Rumor has it he's in Indiana. Well, we're gonna. Yeah, it's like kind of like a barn thing. It looks like a long stretch of farms and farmland. Is that some? Well, they were looking for. I mean, this is a road, right? That looks like a road. Damn, I wish I had this address.
We'll have more details on this story as it develops. Again, and
Wow. How? Now there's a dumpster here, but I don't know if that's, for the search crews or whatever. That's so weird. It is an old style horse-drawn pole barn is what we called them. That's okay, Memory. Another month and the ground would have been covered in leaves and snow. Yeah, they found her by literally looking for someone else, which is how a lot of people are found, by accident, by absolute accident, or by hunters or anything else. Hey, Chris, good to see you. Yes, hallelujah. Think the dogs found her? Very possible. Search not even related, yes. Yeah, mountains are beautiful, but I would love to have this address. This is somewhere. Hold on. You know what? I'm going to check. I just learned something. Hold on one second. Y'all just bear with me. And I'm going to try to find something. I'm trying to find that exact location. Okay. If anyone knows the location of, hold on, wait a minute. I found human remains found near Moffett. Bear with me. I might not related to the Morphew. We'll know in a little bit if we don't find it now, but it's got to be here somewhere. Someone's got to have released it by now. She was found September 22nd. And then little Barry Bear, he was notified earlier. Damn. I want the address to where she was found. Ooh, hold on. Does Fox 21 know? If anyone has that information, they can email me at alljustice, the number for the letter U at Gmail. Mods can drop it in chat. Anyone, any of the 6,000 people that live out there are watching. It's about 40 or 52 minutes away. Look at that. We're going to save that image. Good job, whoever the searchers was. Just God bless them. Still trying to find where she was found. Look at the chat. It will soon spill out. It will. It will. Did they dig the body up? Yes. Yeah. They found Suzanne the 22nd, September 22nd, 5 days ago. They was searching for another person who was missing, and they came upon Suzanne. The coroner positively identified her as Suzanne Morphew today. The family was notified, and then it broke to the press. There are crews heading out there right now. It isn't literally in the middle of nowhere. There's not a highway, an interstate close by. It's, can you Google Earth it? I mean, yeah, I can Google Earth. I've already showed Moffat, but there's, we don't know where the actual has a good timeline of a fresh cement slab. Okay, Rach, KKTV. All right, let's look at KKTV. Thank you. All right, KKTV, here we go. Take this down. All right, KKTV. Eventually were dropped. May 22nd, a separate residential property is searched where a concrete foundation had just been poured. So remember, Barry didn't just plant trees. right? He literally did construction work, like, he would put in big ponds and big cement slabs, all of that. It's 3 hours from the motel he stayed in. Very interesting. Hope they can determine the cause of death. Possibly. It's going to be hard. Snow, it is in the middle of nowhere. And yes, it's in the middle of nowhere, and it is nothing but flat, desolate. But April 18, 2022, his charges were dismissed. And today, they announced that Suzanne was positively identified and that she is going to be eventually.
Oh, Suzanne, if anyone is
Look at
out
this.
there that can hear this,
Well, Barry, in my opinion, you knew when you were making this, you were full of crap.
as you, please, we'll do whatever it takes to bring you back. We love you. We miss you. Your girls need you. No questions asked. However much they want, I will do whatever it takes to get you back. Honey, I love you. I want you back so bad.
Hello, everyone.
He's aged quite a bit. He's aged quite a bit. He has aged quite a bit in the last few years. Yeah, I'm going to FOIA that body cam and see if O'Barry's face. Hold on a minute. Let's see here. Find Suzanne Morphew. There is, a lot of there's like 21,000 people in just one group in the Suzanne Morphew. Like on Facebook, I recommend visiting those. Sorry, I'll show you guys. This looks like the area. This is where they most possibly found her. This is brought to you by CBS News. And if you back up here, you can see that like this is like a barn or some type of garage. See this looks like mountains or something. I don't know if this could be like an old file. But it said near. Yes, it is. Manipulation of a body is a felony. Maybe her body was found in a duffel bag, like Reverend Donna said. I don't know. No idea. I'm going to check one more thing. Southern Colorado. Checking a couple local reporters there to see if they have tweeted anything. What did that say? The remains were located where at the 12th Judicial District. Okay, so I'll show you this. This is the 12th Judicial District of Colorado, right here. So we're talking about literally southern Colorado. Out in the middle of nowhere. All right, guys. Let me show you this. I'll show you this before people just coming in. This is where Suzanne and Barry lived with their children. This is Moffett, where they found her, 52 minutes away. And it says about 50 miles, 52 minutes. And I don't know if Legacy's got anything else on there yet. I hope they have eyes on Barry Morphew just in case he suddenly wants to make a trip. No doubt. No doubt. Earlier this year, Barry Morphew filed. Yeah, he filed. Can you believe the nerve of this man? Filed $15 million lawsuit. All right, guys. I'll be back in a little bit. I literally have been on here an hour and 17 minutes. I was wet and cold. When I literally jumped out of the shower. Yeah, me either, Stephanie. Okay. Lauren's going live at 8:30. Okay. All right, guys. I love you all. I'll be back later tonight. We're going to be talking about. We'll be talking more about the Suzanne Morphew. We'll be talking more about Crystal Rogers, Summer Wells, all of that, and I got to get myself a little bit together. I love you all. Appreciate you. Keep an eye on it. I may go live at any minute again. Appreciate you all. God bless each and every one of you. I'll see you guys shortly. Thank you for joining.